what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday, hump day, however you want to call it. Today is going to be something special. I normally don't put out a video on Wednesdays, but I want to help you guys get over that hump of the week with an awesome cheat dessert. Now, I made this one yesterday in preparation because I had zero clue if it would work or not, but it turned out to be an awesome success, and I want you guys to give it a try or possibly make it your own, which I always encourage. So let's take a look at the ingredients. It could not be easier. It doesn't even involve a cook source at all. All this is no bake and it's easy as could be. Let's take a look at what we got. Obviously, since it's 253, you know we got that protein powder. This one's vanilla by Animal. We have a large mixing bowl. Chocolate chips. We're not going to go overboard on those, don't worry. Standard like steel cut Quaker oats. Peanut butter. I know it's not the huge 35-pound thing that you guys were so impressed by last time. It's just easier to kind of turf like 5 pounds at a time. And honey, which is an awesome ingredient. You never really see too many people use too much, but it's an awesome ingredient. Let's talk about how to make this and let's get into the steps. So the first thing we have here is a cup of peanut butter. But putting peanut butter in this cup thing is going to be really bad. I did it last night. It wasn't fun. We're going to go ahead and toss that. I know what roughly a cup of peanut butter looks like. So hitting a spoon with a little non-stick still does not work because peanut butter is bad like that. That's about a cup, maybe a little bit more peanut butter. Too much peanut butter, never a bad thing. Same thing, all this is a cup and a cup and a cup. Easy as can be, a cup across the board. Same thing, you can measure the honey out, but I'm just gonna go by what looks like a lot of honey. Sure, we'll go with that. We're gonna save the chocolate chips to the end. They're just standard chocolate chips, so the more you mix, you're gonna create friction, you're gonna cause them to melt, and we don't want that. So we're gonna save that to the end. Get that ready. We're gonna get this sort of pre-mixed. That way when we put in the protein powder, it doesn't make it just an all-out mess. Already I could tell we need a little bit more honey. The honey is what's gonna help bind it, because the best part about this is it's gonna have sort of the consistency of one of those like chewy Quaker bars, and it doesn't have any eggs, doesn't have any milk, so it doesn't have to be refrigerated, so you don't have to worry about taking it to the gym and having to keep it cold or anything like that. You just throw it right in your gym bag. Boom, easy enough, just like that. You can see that everything's like well incorporated. You can see like the shininess of the honey. Utilizing our awesome clip here, we're gonna do 2 good-sized scoops of protein. These are probably half cup scoops, if I had to guess. So it's probably, again, exactly a cup. Throw that back in there. I'll get that later. So again, you can kind of see it almost looks like dough in these first stages. So we're gonna get this all mixed up. I'll fast forward real quick and catch up with you guys in a second. So that's done. Fast forward's over. We're gonna throw in the rest of the oats here. So I'm gonna say a pound. I'm going by whatever makes the consistency of this correct with the amount of oats. But that looks like a pound to me. Again, we don't measure on this channel. You know, we're all about the gains, and spending time measuring, man, you're just losing gains. So like we said, the chocolate chips are going to be the last thing because all that friction in the mixing is probably going to cause them to heat up. We don't want that. We don't want them to melt. We want them to stay like those nice crunchy little like Hershey chocolate morsels. And we're not going to go crazy with this. Probably just like maybe a handful and a half. Just so they're like studded with chocolate chips. Not that this makes it like an outright chocolate dessert. Because again, these are quasi cheat meals. You don't want them to be completely outrageous. You want them to be that little bit of something that gets you through the rest of your meal prep without making you feel completely guilty about cheating on your diet. So that's what it looks like. And it has pretty much the consistency of cookies. And that's a good thing because that's how you know you did it right. As you can see, we have the one we made last night, the test model prototype number 1. And we have this. To get this to here, super simple. All you have to do is either spray nonstick spray into a glass pie pan like this, or line a cooking sheet with parchment paper, something that will prevent this sticky mess from sticking to your whatever desired dish you go to put it in. But that's what we did here. So we're gonna grab a plate. And like I said, it's got the consistency of one of those like Quaker chewy bars. So all you have to do is kind of like wrench it out of here a little bit. I'm just kidding. We're gonna cut this up maybe like 7 bars, maybe 8 bars. Now the good part about that is depending on how you cut them up, we use 50 grams of protein in this. The oats are gonna throw in a nice, really heavy carb rich, and the peanut butter gonna throw in a little bit more protein and carbs, but the honey is gonna throw in much needed sugar, again, to get you over that hump on those Wednesdays or those times where you're struggling on your meal preps. Just a little bit of that bump to keep you going, a little bit of mental focus. Let's cut this up. Let's take a look at the end result. So this right here is the end result. They're a little pliable, and by that I mean it has the consistency more of like cookie dough. What we could do to mitigate that is melt some chocolate onto them. That'd make it a lot better. Or if you melted like caramel, or if you coated them in powdered sugar. Again, you're gonna increase your calorie and your sugar ratio when you do that kind of stuff. Or you eat it just like this. Tastes like really awesome peanut butter chocolate oatmeal cookies. And the best part is, unlike being able to eat cookie dough, which you can still do, but it contains eggs and it contains milk, you can't really take that to the gym, and they're spoiling. And honestly, eating raw eggs, although minute, it can make you sick, which is why you're probably told not to lick the spoon as a kid. But with these, you definitely can, and they're just ridiculously good. Like I said, each one of these has probably around 7 to 10 grams of protein, a decent carb ratio with all of those oats and the peanut butter, and a little bit of sugar with the peanut butter and the honey. Honestly, like we say over and over and over, I'm bulking, and you can make this a lot better. Different variations, your guys' way. Throwing the knife away. You can make this any way you like. If you don't like peanut butter, substitute something else. If you don't like honey, I'm sure you could very much use like agave nectar or some other type of sugar substitute. If you guys are in that competition prep, leave the oats out, throw in like craisins or maybe some raisins. That would probably be really good too. There's so many different ways you could do it. This is just a simple little quasi-cheat kind of protein bar you can make on your own. That way it gets you over that hump day, that middle of the week, that meal prep, whatever you're trying to get over, a nice morale boost with a little bit of protein, sugar, and carbs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Smash that like button for the first prototype of homemade protein bars. There will be better ones of these. There will be awesome variations of these. You could dang well bet on that. Hopefully you guys' day is going well. Wednesday, hump day. Make sure to get out there, crush the gym session. Tag me on all the social media platforms. That way I can see you guys crushing it. But most importantly, take it easy.